नमो अरिहंत नमो सिद्धाणं नमो आयरियाणं नमो उज्जायाणं नमो लोये सवसाहुणम् मङ्गलं भगवान् वीरो मङ्गलं गौतमो गणे मङ्गलं कुन्दकुन्दाद्यो जैनधर्मोऽस्तु मङ्गलम् सर्वमङ्गलमाङ्गल्यं सर्वकल्याणकारकं प्रदानं सर्वधर्माणां जैनं जयतु शासनं जैनं जयतु शासनं जैनं जयतु शासनम्. Today we are going to start lesson number 5, karma. Very important chapter. In the philosophical world, most of the philosophies across the world believe in karma's theory and about the past karmas and everything. So from that perspective, and also in Jainism, we do believe in karma theory, and of course it's an instrumental cause, not a principal cause, but still there is a element of, there is a relationship, kind of relationship between karma and the soul. And it is the karma who is binding the soul from attaining liberation. So we must eliminate all the karmas. Before we move on to reading the chapter of karma, we will have a brief introduction of the author of this article, or the extract from where this is taken. So this is written by Siddhant Chakravarti Nemichandracharya. Siddhant Chakravarti Nemichandracharya. He was here in the 11th century. So maybe around 1050 years. He was a contemporary of Jain king Chamunda Rai. And the time of Chamunda Rai is first half of 11th century. So he was there. He was here at that point of time. So we begin the reading. Subhaji, you can read the introduction of Nemichandra Acharya.
Yes. Just as Siddhanta Chakravarti Nemichandra Acharya. Just as Chakravarti, with the help of Sudarshan wheel, conquers the 6 great lands, I, Nemichandra, have, by virtue of my great quest for truth, assimilated the 6 divisions of the scriptures of Jain philosophy. He was known as Siddhanta Chakravarti, the repository of all pervading philosophy enunciated by omniconscious lords of the Digambar Jain order. He was a contemporary of the Jain king Chamundrai, whose time is the first half of the 11th century. So he lived in this land then. He was not an ordinary scholar. His great living works, Gomatasar, Jeevakan, Gomatasar, Karmakan, Trilokskar, Labdisha, Shapnasar are shining examples of his extraordinary erudition and an ample justification for the title of Siddhanta Chakravarti, that is, a great master of fundamental principle. On the persuasion of King Chamurai, he wrote Gomatasar, taking the essence of all available works of the great Acharyas. Jeevkan and Karmakan are two parts thereof. Pansangraha is a name given to this great work. There are 4 available commentaries on this great work. Mand Prabodhika, Sanskrit commentary by Abhaya Chandracharya, Jiva Tattva Pradipika, a commentary by Keshav Verma in Kannada, mixed with Sanskrit. Jiva Tattva Pradipika, a Sanskrit commentary by another Nemi Chandracharya. Samyagyan Chandrika, Hindi commentary by Acharya Kalpa Pandit Todarmal. This lesson is based on Gomatasar Karmakal.
So as we can see, he was a great scholar.
Can you hear, Ji?
Yeah. So we can see from the introduction that he was a great scholar of very high quality, and these books were very difficult to understand. But with his sheer knowledge and skill set, he was able to read these books, and the main book, the main scripture is Shat Khandagam, and within that Shat Khandagam, these are the there are 6 chapters, and out of those 6 chapters, the first 2 are Gomatsar Jeev Kand and Gomatsar Karm Kand. So then there are other books also which are written by him, Triloksar, Labdisar, and Shapnasar. And all this makes justifies his title of Siddhant Chakravarti, the repository of all pervading philosophy enunciated by omniscious lords of the Digambar Jain order. He was a contemporary of the Jain king Chamunda Rai, whose time is the first half of the 11th century. So he lived in this land then. So Siddhant Nemi Chandracharya, a great scholar, a great Acharya, he was here in India or in this Bharat Kshetra in around 1050 AD. That means almost 1000 years ago. He was here, and he is instrumental in writing all these great books. So his title of Siddhant Chakravarti is very justified. And this Siddhant Chakravarti name has come from the Chakravarti king. So Chakravarti is a ruler of 6 lands, 6 great lands, or 6 districts we can call, or 6 states. And as Chakravarti conquers the 6 great lands, similarly I, by virtue of my great quest for truth, assimilated the 6 divisions of the scriptures of Jain philosophy, Shat Khandagam. So Shat Khandagam was the first written scripture in Jainism, and Acharya Nemi Chandra read all those 6. Shat Khandagam means there were 6 divisions. So he read all these 6 divisions, and based on that, he wrote Gomatsar Jeev Kand, Gomatsar Karm Kand, and there were some other articles or books related to karma theory. So because of that, Gomatsar Karm Kand offers a comprehensive knowledge about all the karmas, and that's why he was considered to be a Siddhant Chakravarti. He got the name of Siddhant Chakravarti just because he was a great master of these fundamental principles. So on the persuasion of King Chamunda Rai, he wrote Gomatsar, taking the essence of all available works of the great acharyas. So it's a general tradition that whoever acharyas come into the congregation, he takes all the available works of the great acharyas preceding them, and then he adds up his own contribution also. So Jeev Kand and Karm Kand are 2 parts of that great Granth Shatkhandangam. Panch Sangra, just because it's a combination, it's a accumulation of 5 different granths: Gomatsar Jeev Kand, Gomatsar Karm Kand, Triloksar, Labdisar, and Shapnasar. That's why it is also called Pancha Sangra. There are 4 available commentaries on this great work. Mand Prabodhika, a Sanskrit commentary by Abhay Chandra Acharya; Jeev Tattva Pradipika, a commentary by Keshav Verma in Kannada mixed with Sanskrit. Then we have Jeev Tattva Pradipika, a Sanskrit commentary by another Nemi Chandra Acharya, not this one, another Nemi Chandra Acharya. And then, of course, we have Samyak Gyan Chandrika, Hindi commentary by Acharya Kalp Pandit Podramal ji. So in this way, we can see that there are 4 available commentaries on this great work, and each of these commentaries takes us into the deeper meaning of this main scripture. This lesson is based on Gomatsar Karm Kand. This is a very basic chapter about the karmas, and this has been...
What is the meaning of Gomatsar?
Gomat was the name of the disciple of
Gomateshwar.
No, Gomat. His name was Gomat.
Okay.
He was a disciple of Nemi Chandra Acharya, and these granth are named as Gomatsar, Jeev Kand, Gomatsar, Karm Kand.
Okay.
And I think this Gomat was the pet name of King Chamunda Rai. So that's why it is written as Gomatsar.
Okay.
This Gatha from the Hindi text given at the beginning is the verse number 397 from Gomatsar Karm Kand. So this was all about Acharya Nemi Chandra Acharya, and now we move on to the Karma chapter. I think Sumit ji, you are from Bilepale?
Yeah, Rajesh ji.
Yeah,
Jinendra.
Yeah, Jai
We have
Jinendra.
met, yeah.
We met, yeah. So you have joined in today?
I have just joined in today.
Yeah, no problem.
But actually, someone from the admin told me that this batch is actually on Saturday and Wednesday. but then I saw on the group it is there today also, so I just joined.
Basically, it is Tuesday and Wednesday. Earlier, it was
Okay.
Saturday and Tuesday, but for the convenience of the students, we have now shifted it to Tuesday and Wednesday. Tuesday is 9:15 and Wednesday is 9 o'clock.
Okay. Okay.
To 10 p.m. 1 hours each. Okay.
Okay.
So you can read through this chapter. You have the English textbook with you?
Actually, I have Hindi
Okay.
at this point, so I'm referring to that.
Okay, you refer to Hindi part, then I will explain the English part.
Sure.
You are muted.
Yeah. So I should read
Yeah.
from the very beginning.
Yeah, Karma chapter, from the Karma chapter. Page 17.
Okay. Yeah. Page. Yeah. पाठ 5 कर्म सिद्धांत चक्रवर्ती नेमिचंद्र आचार्य व्यक्तित्व एवं कर्तृत्व.
Not from there. The next page, Karma.
Okay, understood. चामुंडा राय.
Yeah.
महाराज, यह आत्मा दुखी क्यों है? आत्मा का हित क्या है? कृपा करके बताइए. I should continue, right?
Yeah.
आचार्य नेमिचंद्र, आत्मा का हित निराकुल सुख है. वह आत्मा के आश्रय से ही प्राप्त किया जा सकता है, पर यह जीव अपने ज्ञान स्वभावी आत्मा को भूलकर मोह राग द्वेष रूप विकारी भावों को करता है, अतः दुखी है. चामुंडा राय, हमने तो सुना था कि दुख का कारण कर्म है. आचार्य नेमिचंद्र जवाब देते हैं, नहीं भाई, जब यह आत्मा अपने को भूलकर स्वयं मोह राग द्वेष भाव रूप विकारी परिणमन करता है, तब कर्म का उदय उसमें निमित्त कहा जाता है. कर्म थोड़े ही जबरदस्ती आत्मा को विकार कराते हैं. चामुंडा राय, यह निमित्त क्या होता है? आचार्य नेमिचंद्र जवाब देते हैं, जब पदार्थ स्वयं कार्य रूप परिणमे, तब कार्य की उत्पत्ति में अनुकूल होने का आरोप जिस पर आ जा सके, उसे निमित्त कारण कहते हैं. अतः जब आत्मा स्वयं अपनी भूल से विकार आदि रूप दुख आदि रूप परिणमे, तब उसमें कर्म को निमित्त कहा जाता है. चामुंडा राय, यह तो ठीक है कि यह आत्मा अपनी भूल से स्वयं दुखी है, ज्ञानावरणी आदि कर्मों के कारण नहीं, पर वह भूल क्या है? आचार्य नेमिचंद्र, अपने को भूलकर पर में इष्ट और अनिष्ट कल्पना करके मोह राग द्वेष रूप भाव कर्म विभाव भाव रूप परिणमन करना ही आत्मा की भूल है. शुड आई कंटिन्यू?
Yeah.
चामुंडा राय, भाव कर्म क्या होता है? आचार्य नेमिचंद्र, कर्म के उदय में यह जीव मोह राग द्वेष रूप विकारी भाव रूप होता है, उन्हें भाव कर्म कहते हैं, और उन मोह राग द्वेष भावों का निमित्त पाकर कर्मण वर्गना कर्मराज कर्म रूप परिणमित होकर आत्मा से संबद्ध हो जाती है, उन्हें द्रव्य कर्म कहते हैं. चामुंडा राय, तो कर्म बंध के निमित्त आत्मा में उत्पन्न होने वाले मोह राग द्वेष भाव तो भाव कर्म है, और कर्मण वर्गणा का कर्म रूप परिणमित रजपिंड द्रव्य कर्म है. आचार्य जवाब देते हैं, जो जीव के अनुजीवी गुणों को घात करने में निमित्त हो, वो घाती कर्म है, और जो आत्मा के अनुजीवी गुणों के घात में निमित्त न हो, उन्हें अघातिया कर्म कहते हैं. चामुंडा राय, ज्ञान पर आवरण डालने वाले कर्म को ज्ञानावरण और दर्शन का आवरण डालने वाले कर्म को दर्शनावरण कहते होंगे? आचार्य नेमिचंद्र जवाब देते हैं, सुनो, जब आत्मा स्वयं अपने ज्ञान भाव का घात करता है, अर्थात ज्ञान शक्ति को व्यक्त नहीं करता, तब आत्मा के ज्ञान गुण के घात में जिस कर्म का उदय निमित्त हो उसे ज्ञानावरण कहते हैं। और जब आत्मा स्वयं अपने दर्शन गुण भाव का घात करता है, तब दर्शन गुण के घात में जिस कर्म का उदय निमित्त हो उसे दर्शनावर्ण कहते हैं। ज्ञानावर्णीय 5 प्रकार का और दर्शनावर्णीय 9 प्रकार का होता है। चामुंडा राय पूछते हैं, और मोहनीय? आचार्य नेमिचंद्र जवाब देते हैं, जीव अपने स्वरूप को भूलकर अन्य को अपना माने या स्वरूपाचरण में असावधानी करे, तब जिस कर्म का उदय निमित्त हो उसे मोहनीय कर्म कहते हैं। यह 2 प्रकार का होता है, पहला दर्शन मोहनीय, दूसरा चारित्र मोहनीय। मिथ्यात्व आदि 3 भेद दर्शन मोहनीय के हैं, 25 कषाएं चारित्र मोहनीय के भेद हैं। चामुंडा राय पूछते हैं, अब घातिया कर्मों में एक अंतराय और रह गया। आचार्य नेमिचंद्र जवाब देते हैं, जीव के दान, लाभ, भोग, अभोग, उपभोग और वीर्य के विघ्न में जिस कर्म का उदय निमित्त हो उसे अंतराय कर्म कहते हैं। यह 5 प्रकार का होता है। चामुंडा राय, अब कृपा अघातिया कर्मों को भी? आचार्य नेमिचंद जवाब देते हैं, हाँ हाँ, सुनो, जब आत्मा स्वयं मोह भाव के द्वारा आकुलता करता है, तब अनुकूलता प्रतिकूलता रूप संयोग प्राप्त होने में जिस कर्म का उदय निमित्त हो उसे वेदनीय कर्म कहते हैं। यह साता वेदनीय और असता वेदनीय के भेद से 2 प्रकार का होता है। जीव अपनी योग्यता से जब नारकी, तिर्यंच, मनुष्य या देव शरीर में रुका रहे, तब जिस कर्म का उदय निमित्त हो उसे आयु कर्म कहते हैं। यह भी नरकायु, तिर्यांचायु, मनुष्यायु और देवायु के भेद से 4 प्रकार का है। तथा जिस शरीर में जीव हो उस शरीर आदि की रचना में जिस कर्म का उदय निमित्त हो उसे नाम कर्म कहते हैं। यह शुभ नाम कर्म और अशुभ नाम कर्म के भेद के 2 प्रकार का होता है। वैसे इसी की प्रकृतियां 93 है और जीव को उच्च या नीच आचरण करने वाले कुल में पैदा होने में जिस कर्म का उदय निमित्त हो उसे गोत्र कर्म कहते हैं। यह भी उच्च गोत्र और नीच गोत्र इस प्रकार 2 भेद वाला है। चामुंडा राय, तो बस कर्मों के 8 ही प्रकार है। आचार्य नेमिचंद्र जवाब देते हैं, इन 8 भेदों में भी प्रभेद है जिन्हें प्रकृतियां कहते हैं और वे 148 होती है, और भी वे कई प्रकार के भेदों द्वारा इन्हें समझा जा सकता है। अभी इतना ही पर्याप्त है। यदि विस्तार से जानने की इच्छा हो तो गोमटसार, कर्मकांड आदि ग्रंथों का अध्ययन करना चाहिए।
So, hope you have understood bit, and if you want to read more in detail, then the guide that I have recommended you, this one by Kalpana Ben, I have shared a soft copy also. Here the karma chapter is given in more detail, and but as far as we are concerned, this is enough for us at this stage. And of course, we will be reading about karmas from some other books also. Which page number is this one? Yeah, page 48. So page 48 in this guidebook, Vitrag Vigyan Vivechika, there you will find this karma chapter in more detail if you want to go through that. So basically, there are 3 types of karma. right? One is bhav karma, then dravya karma, and no karma. So dravya karma is the material karma. Then bhav karma is feeling based karma, or what is written here, I think here it is written as material karma for dravya karma, and for bhav karma the word used here is psychic karmas. Psychic karmas, or a good name would be feeling based karma, that is bhav karma. And then we have the third karma as quasi karma or no karma. So this quasi karma or no karma is not given here, the classification, but you can write it in your textbook. There is a third category called quasi karma or no karma. So this quasi karma or no karma is related to our body and other possessions. So our body is quasi karma for us, and the other possessions that we have, like our house, our family, our wealth, our facilities, all these are falls under the category of quasi karma. Then we have feeling based karma or bhav karma, and
Sir, then you are saying house, wealth and all, so that will not go in dravya karma?
no, dravya karma, there are only 8 karmas which are directly affecting the soul. There are 4 obscuring karmas, and then there are 4 non-obscuring karma. Obscuring karma is ghati karma, which directly relates to the soul, and then there is aghati karma, which is related to the body of the soul, body along with the soul. So aghati karma is non-obscuring karma. So I would suggest you to make a chart. So in the chart you have to write the heading as karma. Then you divide this karma into 3 karmas: material karma, that is dravya karma, then feeling based karma or bhav karma or the psychic karmas. Then the third category is quasi karma, which is also called no karma. So these are the 3 broad classifications. Then under the material karma, we have 2 more divisions: ghati karma and aghati karma, obscuring karma and non-obscuring karmas. In our textbook, the names written are destructive karmas and non-destructive karmas. So then,
But can you give some example for ghati karma and aghati karma? Because
we are coming to that. I'm just giving broad classification now.
okay.
Then again, this khati karma is divided into 4: Jnana Varniya, Darshana Varniya, Antray, and Moniya. So Jnana Varniya is knowledge obscuring. Darshana Varniya is perception obscuring. Then Moniya is deluding karma. And the last one is Antray karma, that is obstructing karma. So we have 4 obscuring karmas. Now we move on to
So can you repeat ghati karma, dashnavarniya, then
Jnanavarniya, Darshanavarniya, Antray, and Moniya. So Moniya is deluding, Antray is obstructing, Darshanavarniya is perception, and perception obscuring, of course, and knowledge obscuring is Jnanavarniya. Then we move on to non-obscuring karmas. These are again of 4 types. The first is Vedniya karma, or the feeling producing karma. Here it is written as anguish producing karmic. Anguish producing. Then we have lifespan determining karma or Ayu karma. And in our textbook, it is written as life determining karmic matter. Then we have physic making karmic matter or physic forming karmic karma, that is called Nam karma. And we have the last one as Gotra karma, status determinating here it is written, here it is written as like that only. In textbook also it is written as status determining karma, determining karmas. Yeah. So we have 4 ghati and 4 agati. What do you mean by destructive and non-destructive karmas? Those karmas that are instrumental, not the direct cause, but the instrumental cause, nimit, in destroying intrinsic qualities or the affirmative attributes of the soul are called destructive, and those do not do so are undestructive karmas. So in Hindi it is written as anujivi gun and pratijivi gun. 1 minute.
So can you please
Yeah.
repeat this?
Yeah. So those karmas, it is written in the textbook, those karmas that are instrumental in destroying intrinsic qualities of the soul or affirmative attributes of the soul. So those are destructive karma. And those that do not do so, so those that are not an instrumental cause to the karmas are called undestructive karmas. So here it is written, जो जीव के अनुजीवी गुण को घात करने में निमित्त हो वे घाती कर्म. So anujivi gun means affirmative attributes. Now what are these affirmative attributes? Gyan, darshan, virya, all these are affirmative attributes. जो स्वाभाविक गुण है, स्वाभाविक गुण, स्वभाव के गुण है. जैसे कि प्रति समय हम लोग को जानना हो रहा है, right? We are knowing in every moment. So that quality of knowing is coming from the soul. It's a part of our, it's one of the attributes of our soul. So these are called anujivi gun or the so these are अनुजीवी गुणों के घात में निमित्त are called destructive karma. Sorry, these are called destructive karma, and then there are undestructive karma. So one is ghati karma and other is aghati karma. So now these ghati karma are divided into 4 that we have already seen: Jnanavarniya, Darshanavarniya, Antarai, and Monia. And again, aghati karma is divided into 4 that we have seen: Vedniya, Nam karma, Ayushka, and Gotra. English names are feeling producing,
Hmm.
lifespan determining, physic forming, status determining. So now we are going to see the definition of each karma. Karma obstructing consciousness must be jnana varana, and that obstructing perception must be darshana varana. So the student Chamundarai is suggesting, asking Acharya Nemi Chandra, this is what the definitions are. So these are the correct definitions. Karma obstructing consciousness. So knowledge obscuring karma. Knowledge obscuring karma. When the soul itself diminishes the power of its attributes of knowledge and does not exhibit its true potency of infinite knowledge, the material karma present as the instrumental cause for this decreased knowledge is known as knowledge obscuring karma. In simple terms, the karma which obscures our knowledge, right, are called Jnanavaniya karma or knowledge obscuring karma. Similarly, what is Darshanavaniya karma? So, that obstructing perception. So the karma that obstructs perception is called Darshanavarniya karma. Then we move on to the third one. When the soul of its own accord hurts its consciousness attribute, that is, does not give vent to its sentience, the karma indifferently instrumental to this obstruction of full expression of sentience is called Jnanavarana karma. So this is the complete definition of Jnanavarniya karma, right?
Like, can you also repeat the same definition in Hindi?
Yeah. So जब आत्मा स्वयं अपने ज्ञान भाव का घात करता है, destroys its own consciousness or the sentience, sentience. जब आत्मा स्वयं अपने ज्ञान भाव का घात करता है, अर्थात ज्ञान शक्ति को व्यक्त नहीं करता. So the potential is there, but we are not able to express our knowledge potential. तब आत्मा के ज्ञान गुण के घात में जिस कर्म का उदय निमित्त हो, then the instrumental cause would be ज्ञानावरणीय कर्म. उसे ज्ञानावरण कहते हैं. So ज्ञानावरण, because of this ज्ञानावरण कर्म, the knowledge is not being expressed to its full potential. Of course, these karmas are instrumental cause and not the principal cause. That we must remember. Now we have not studied the chapter of cause and effect. So you might not be knowing this, but we all know that there is nimit karma. So karmas are always nimit, external factors, we can say. So it's always an instrumental cause and not a principal cause. Principal cause is one which directly participates in the manifestation of that work. And the instrumental karmas are those which are just there at the time of the work, at the time of the work or the manifestation, and they don't directly participate in the process. This is what I can just explain you right now, but when we study this in detail, we have got a full syllabus, not full syllabus, one full book for this subject, Nimit and Upadan. So Upadan is principal cause and Nimit is instrumental cause. So these karmas are always instrumental cause, and when a soul does not performs to its true potential, then we can say that knowledge obscuring karma is the instrumental cause, not the principal cause, but the instrumental cause. Then darshana varna or perception obscuring. जब आत्मा स्वयं अपने दर्शन गुण का घात करता है, कर्म obstructing, when the soul of its own accord hurts its perception attribute, that is, does not give full vent to its perceptional sentience, the karma passively or the instrumental. The karma passively instrumental to this imperfect perception is called perception obstructing karma or darshnavarniya karma. जब आत्मा स्वयं अपने दर्शन गुण का घात करता है, तब दर्शन गुण के घात में जिस कर्म का उदय निमित्त हो उसे दर्शनावरण कहते हैं. So Jnanavaran is of 5 types and Darshanavarana is of 9 types. So these are subtypes. So the main karma is Jnanavaran. So there are 8 main karmas: Jnanavaran, Darshanavarana, and Monia, Antaray. And then we have Vedniya, Ayu, Nam, and Gotra. So these are the 8 main karmas, and further these are divided into, like Jnanavarniya is divided into 5: Mati Jnanavarniya, Srut Jnanavarniya, Avdi Jnanavarniya, Mana Paryay Jnanavarniya, and Keval Jnanavarniya. Right? So these are 5 types of knowledge, and those 5 types of knowledge are being obscured by 5 types of knowledge obscuring karma. Then we have 9 divisions of Darshanavarniya. These 9 divisions are Chakshu Darshanavarana, Achakshu Darshanavarana, Avdi Darshanavarana, Keval Darshanavarana, Styan Griddhi, Nidra Nidra, Prachla Prachla, Nidra, and Prachla. So all these names are given there in that guidebook. You can refer it from there. And in the textbook, it's the only 9 divisions are mentioned, but we have named it from this book of Kalpana Guide. From there, you can see the further divisions also. Then we have the third one, delusion or the deluding karma. When things being forgets one's self, regards others as his own, and is non-attentive towards one's own self, the karma then present, just because the karma is an instrumental cause, that's why it is written as the karma then present is called delusion or monia karma. So this monia karma is जब आत्मा स्वयं मोह भाव के द्वारा आकुलता करता है, एंजाइटी, रेस्टलेसनेस, तब अनुकूलता प्रतिकूलता रूप संयोग प्राप्त होने में, सॉरी दिस वन इज वेदनीय, हाँ, जीव अपने स्वरूप को भूलकर, राइट, जीव अपने स्वरूप को भूलकर अन्य को अपना माने या स्वरूप आचरण में असावधानी करे। When this being forgets oneself, so the soul forgets itself. जीव अपने स्वरूप को भूलकर, so we as a soul forget our swarup. What is our swarup? What is our nature? Just to know and see. But what we do is we move beyond that and become a doer of things, and also enjoying the fruition of those sentiments, and also oneness and mindness. All these are four pillars of delusion: oneness, mindness, doership, and experiencing the fruition. भोक्तृत्व बुद्धि, एकत्व बुद्धि, ममत्व बुद्धि, कर्तृत्व बुद्धि, and bhoktutva buddhi. So these are the four factors by which the delusion operates. So when this being forgets oneself, regards others as his own, अपने को भूलकर स्वरूप आचरण में असावधानी करे, जीव अपने स्वरूप को भूलकर अन्य को अपना माने, राइट, अन्य को अपना माने, regards others as his own, and is non-attentive towards one's own self. अपने स्वरूप आचरण is conduct, में असावधानी, right? So non-attentive, asaudhan is non-attentive. The karma then present is called delusion, or that is monia karma. This monia karma is again of two types. One is darshan monia, the other is charitra monia. Darshan monia is called faith delusion, and charitra monia is called conduct delusion. So this faith delusion, or the darshan monia karma, is of three types, further three subtypes, and the conduct delusion is again of 25 times. So all those passions, क्रोध, मान, माया, लोभ, हास्य, रति, अरति, शोक, भय, जुगुप्सा, स्त्रीवेद, पुरुषवेद, नपुंसकवेद, all these kashais are passions, are just because of conduct delusion, right? Charitra monia. Because of this charitra monia, there are these 25 kinds of passions rising in the soul. So this is all about monia karma, and now we move on to the antrai karma, which is called destructive karma deprivation. So it is called deprivation. Another good name would be obstructing karma. The karma in whose presence a being is deprived of charity, strength, and enjoyments of objects, some of them once for all and others repeatedly, is called deprivation. It is of 5 kinds: dan, labh, bhog, upbhog, and virya. So I will give you good name in English. So Dan is charity. Dan, Labh is benefit. Then we have Bhog, enjoyment of objects. And these are again of two types, once and repeatedly. So once is Bhog and repeatedly is Upbhog. So we have Dan, Labh, Bhog, Upbhog, and Virya. And Virya is energy. And these are the 5 difference. So laying an obstacle in charity, benefit, enjoyment, and energy for others is the cause of influx antray karma. Influx of antray karma. Simple terms, it's written in our textbook, the simple definition. The karma in whose presence a being is deprived of charity. This means you want to do a charity, but somebody stops you from doing it. Strength and enjoyment of objects, some of them once, that is Bhog, and others repeatedly, that is Upbhog. And the last one is Virya, that is strength or the power. Yeah. Or it is called energy also. So we have 5 this. One is laying obstacle in charity, benefit, enjoyment of objects once, enjoyment of objects repeatedly, and energy. So this is called deprivation karma or obstructing karma. So this completes the 4 ghatiya karma, and then we move on to 4 aghati karma. Now let us know about non-destructive karmas also. Yes, listen, our sword itself becomes restless on account of delusion, and favorable and unfavorable affiliations are obtained. In that state, the karma is present is called delight and anguish producing karma. Delight and anguish producing, and here it is written as feeling producing. 1 minute. Pleasant feeling producing karma and unpleasant feeling producing karma. So these are Vedniya karma, Sata Vedniya, which gives comfort, and there is Asata Vedniya, which gives discomfort or which gives all the problems and the So this is Vedniya karma. Then we move on to the next one, which is called lifespan determining karma, Ayushya karma. This being by virtue of its own ability remains in hellish, animal, human, or divine lives. So divine lives is celestial beings, animal is subhuman state, hellish, we all know Narak, and human, that is Manushya. So in that state, the karma present is called life determining karmic matter. So these are the 4 states of existence, and because of this life determining karmic matter, we end up in taking birth in all these 4 stages of existence. So depending on the deeds that we have done in this life, good deeds and bad deeds, similarly we get good birth in good place or in bad place. So this karma instrumental in giving us this lifespan is called Ayu karma. Then seventh one is the karma that is instrumental in the bodily formation is called physic making karmic matter or physic forming nam karma. Nam karma. It is called nam karma. Auspicious and inauspicious are its two kinds. So this nam karma is again are of two types, auspicious and inauspicious. So in total, there are 93 nam karma. These are the 9 subdivisions of nam karma. Vedniya karma has only 2 divisions, Sata Vedniya, Asata Vedniya. Nam karma has 93 and Ayusha karma has 4. Because there are 4 states of existence, so there are 4 subdivisions of lifespan karmas, lifespan determining karma. Now we move on to the last one, is called the Gotra karma. The karma that indifferently leads this soul to take birth in noble or ignoble families, right? So what a good word would be. So for Gotra karma, a good word would be status determining karma. And the 2 types of these are high status, Uch Gotra, and low status, Nich Gotra. So these are all about the subdivisions of karma, divisions and subdivisions. Then there is a last question in the textbook. Are there only 8 karmas? There are subdivisions of these 8 karmas which are called prakritis, and they are 148. So all total put together is 148. You can write the breakup. Jnanavaran is 5, Darshanavaran is 9, Monia is 28, Antrai is 5. So total is 47 in Ghati karma. And Aghati karma, there are 101 divisions further. Vedniya 2, Nam karma 93, then Ayu karma 4, and Gotra is again 2. So 93 plus 2, 95 plus 2, 97 plus 4, 101. So 47 Ghati karma, 101.
So Vedaniya is 2, Ayu karma is 93, Nam karma is 4, no?
No, Nam karma is 93 and Ayu karma is 4, because there are 4 states of existence. Hellish, human, subhuman, and celestial things. So these are 4 Ayu karmas. So these are all about the divisions and types of karmas. Now we will discuss something more about the karmas. First of all, the main part is these karmas have no life in itself, so they don't have this feeling of compassion, right? If it is bound, you have to suffer from its fruition. You cannot avoid those fruition. So these karmas are very honest, and they never forgive anyone. So if you have bound certain type of karmas, that will come into uday, or there will be a rise in the soul, and then you will have all kinds of those sufferings. So those karmas are very honest, and they don't come to us without being asked for. So when we do some good things or bad things in this life, we bind. If we are doing good things, we bind auspicious karma. If we are doing bad things, then we are binding inauspicious karma. So karma does not leave anybody, and does not forgive also anybody. And a classic example will be, we have closed circuit cameras nowadays, CCTV, right? So if you go to a mall and steal some product from a store, you will be caught, because there are CCTV camera installed at all places inside the mall. Similarly, when you do a good or a bad sentiment, you will bound the karma. That this karma automatically gets bound. So you cannot, whatever the kind of sentiments that you produce in your manifestations, similar is the type of bondage. If you have done good activities, then you have auspicious bondage. If you have done violence and all sinister activities, then similarly you will bound inauspicious karma. And when the fruition also comes of those karmas, then you will again suffer. So there is a cycle going on from dravya karma to bhav karma, and bhav karma to dravya karma. So how we can break this cycle? So we can break this cycle by putting in efforts. Putting in efforts in the right direction, as said, as taught by us, as written in our scriptures by the omniscients. So we can get rid of this karma. It is not that we have to suffer from these karmas. Of course, karmas have 10 types of varieties, or we can say 10 types of karmas are there, out of which only 2 karmas are like that, which we cannot, reduce, decrease, or we cannot completely remove them. And those are called nikachit karma. Nikachit karma are some karmas we have to anyway experience the fruition of it. Rest, all other situations, all other types of karmas keep on changing. Now, if you are studying right now, this means you are doing auspicious activity. So when you do auspicious activity, there are changes going on in the karmas that you have already bounded earlier, and there the changes are going on. So when you are involved in an auspicious activity, your punya karma increases, pap karma decreases, and then there are some karmas which get converted into punya. Some pap karmas always get converted into punya karma. So all these things are happening depending on the type of sentiments that you are producing. So we were talking about the CC camera, and similarly you can say in the modern times we have this robot. This robot is doing all the activities what a human can do just because it has been programmed. Similarly, the karmas are like robots. It has been programmed, and it gives fruition. Whoever bounds those karmas, he gets fruition. So when the fruition comes up, or when the fruition is complete, then this karmic material or the karmic particles gets detached from the soul. Then this is the last one that I want to just explain you, that one minute. Often people feel that that life has been unfair to them. When people suffer from some kind of miseries, someone passing away or some losses happening or getting some diseases in his body, then he feels them that why these karmas are unfair to me, or why God is not taking care of me, something like that. But the theory of karma assures us that in the entire universe, there is no scope for any justice, for any injustice to anyone. So, now I'll give you one example. If you commit a murder, then what will the punishment you will be getting from the court of law? What punishment you will get if you do a murder? You will be hanged. Supposing you will be hanged, right? Now, if you murder 100 people, then what will be the punishment?
Same,
sir.
And if you kill 1 lakh people also, the punishment is same in the court of law. But the karma theory says that if you kill 100 people, you will have to face the fruition of those 100 people that you have killed. You are not going scot-free. Karma theory says that whoever binds this kind of karmas, or whoever does this kind of activity, is going to suffer birth. This not only that next birth, but again it goes on for many births. There are some karma right now going on with us, with each of us. Those we have bound maybe 50,000 years ago. They are still going on. Then there are sub karmas which comes into fruition very fast. Then there are some karmas which comes into fruition after so many years. So different types of karmas are there. The main part is that there is no type of injustice in the theory of karma. So it is our responsibility to behave responsibly, and if we indulge in auspicious and inauspicious activities, we will definitely bind karmas. So if we cheat someone today, we shall be cheated in future. Or if someone cheats us, we must assume it that we have done something wrong with them in our previous birth. So that's why they are giving us they are paying back us in some form or the other form. So if we insult someone, we will also be insulted. So whatever we do, whatever activities in terms of our mind, speech and body, through our mind, speech and body, all those binds karma, and those bounded karma comes into fruition, and when it comes into fruition, we suffer from all kinds of miseries. So this is karma at one level. Now there is something else that I want to discuss about karma. that we will discuss tomorrow. Now it is already over 10 minutes more I've taken. I'm sorry for that. But tomorrow we will finish this other perspective of the karma, and then we will move on to the next chapter, which is, I think, about
Raksha Bandhan.
Raksha Bandhan, a very good story of Raksha Bandhan. And then we will break for 15 days. My son is getting married, and there are a lot of small things coming up, and I may have time fine to take classes, but if I don't study deeply, then I also don't enjoy teaching also. So we will take a break for 15 days, and then we will start again from 13th of Feb. So tomorrow we will be having our last class in this month, and then we will start from 13th Feb.
Sir, one small question, sir.
Yeah.
ये निकाचित कर्म है, हाँ,
Yeah.
उसका प्रभाव कमती कर सकते हैं कि नहीं?
नहीं, this is the only karma. Nikachit karma is the only karma where you can, where there is no increment, decrement, conversion, and udirna.
Impact cannot be made less.
No.
No.
Utkarsan, Apkarsan, Sankraman, and Udirna. So these are the 4 stages of 4 types of effect that are coming, that are happening in karma every moment, right? Every moment with every individual, the kind of sentiments that he produces, these 4 things are taking place every moment. But in case of Nikachit karma, these are not taking any effect. These are not making any impact, right? So this Nikachit karma, that's why we have Tirthankars having this parisha, you know. Why? Because Tirthankar is having highest level of auspicious karma. So in spite of that, he has to experience this parisha. Sorry, not parisha, but the upsarg. So Mahavir Swami also had upsarg, and Parsnath also had upsarg. So why? Because in spite of being a Tirthankar, they had to suffer this because of this Nikachit karma. So some karma, it never get reduced or it never get converted, and you have to experience the fruition of it.
Thank you, sir.
Nikachit karma. And then there are Nigati karma, where I think increment and decrement do take place, but increment and decrement doesn't take place. So these are 2 comes, Nikachit, and then there is Nidati. So when we read this Gunasthan Praveshika, then we will read into this 10 types of karmas, 10 stages of karmas in detail. कर्मों की 10 अवस्था, right? So these are Uday, Udirna, then Uday, Udirna, then what we have? Bandh, Uday, Udirna. Then we have Utkarsan, Apkarsan, Sankraman, and then we have Nidati and Nikachit, and 1 or 2 more stages. One is Upshant. Upshant is again a stage. So there are 10 stages of karmas, and when we produce auspicious or inauspicious thoughts in our mind, then we bound these type of karmas. So we'll discuss something more on karma tomorrow, and then we will move on to the next chapter. So any more questions?